Chapter 1. The Silent Frontier. The galaxy had known peace for almost 300 years, not because every civilization agreed with one another, but because everyone feared the same thing: the unknown regions. Beyond the Orion Rift, thousands of exploration fleets had entered the rift. None had ever returned. The Galactic Council declared it forbidden space. Entire civilizations built their borders around it, refusing even to scan too deeply into the darkness. Until humanity arrived, humans were newcomers compared to the ancient empires. Earth had only recently joined the Galactic Alliance. Most species considered humans reckless, too emotional, too curious, too willing to take impossible risks. When the Council announced another expedition into the Orion Rift, every civilization declined. Only one captain stood, Captain Elias Carter. "I volunteer." The chamber erupted into whispers. An elder alien leaned forward. "You understand that every expedition has vanished?" Elias smiled. "That's exactly why someone has to go." Chapter 2. Humanity's Reputation. The crew of the exploration ship Horizon was unlike anything the galaxy had seen. Humans, engineers, scientists, doctors, former soldiers, even artists. When an alien reporter asked why artists were joining a suicide mission, Elias answered, "Because if we survive, someone needs to remember what we saw." No one understood that answer. To humans, discovery wasn't only about science, it was about stories. The horizon crossed the final beacon. Communications disappeared. Behind them, silence. Ahead, darkness. Then the stars vanished. Chapter 3. A Living Void. The Orion Rift wasn't empty. It was alive. Space itself moved. Nebulas flowed like oceans. Mountains of crystal floated without gravity. Entire stars pulsed like beating hearts. The crew stared in amazement. No civilization had ever described anything like it. Then, something enormous appeared. Not a ship, not a planet, a creature, millions of kilometers long. Its body shimmered with galaxies inside transparent skin. Instead of attacking, it simply watched. Lieutenant Meyer whispered, "Captain, I think it's studying us." Chapter 4. The Ancient Guardian. The creature communicated without words. Images filled everyone's minds. Civilizations rising. Civilizations destroying themselves. Wars. Extinction. Failure. Finally, humanity. The creature paused. Confused. Humans had survived disasters that should have ended them. Ice ages, pandemics, world wars, asteroid impacts, economic collapse, climate disasters. Every generation rebuilt. The Guardian had never witnessed a species refusing to surrender so many times. Its final thought echoed, "Why do you continue?" Captain Elias answered aloud, "Because tomorrow always exists." The Guardian fell silent. Chapter 5. The Test. Without warning, the horizon disappeared. Every crew member found themselves somewhere different. Some returned to childhood memories. Others relived painful failures. One engineer watched his family die again. A doctor relived every patient she had lost. The Guardian wasn't attacking. It was testing hope. Hours passed. One by one, the humans stood back up. Some cried, some screamed, but none gave up. Finally, Elias stood before the Guardian. "You think pain defines us? It doesn't. What defines humanity is what we choose after pain." Chapter 6. The Forgotten Fleet. The illusion faded. Suddenly hundreds of ancient ships appeared. The missing expeditions, every vessel that had entered the rift, frozen. perfectly preserved. Their crews had failed the Guardian's test, not because they lacked intelligence, because they surrendered to despair. Humanity had become the first species to pass. The Guardian released every trapped ship. Across the galaxy, thousands of distress signals suddenly activated. Civilizations celebrated miracles. Families reunited after centuries. Humanity had accomplished what no empire ever could. Chapter 7. The Hidden Enemy. Celebration lasted only minutes. Deep inside the rift, a second force awakened. Unlike the Guardian, this one hungered. It consumed stars. Entire systems vanished behind black storms. The Guardian revealed the truth. It had never imprisoned explorers. It had protected the galaxy. The rift was a prison, and humanity had unknowingly unlocked the final gate. Chapter 8. Humanity's Decision. The Council ordered an immediate retreat. Every rescued fleet jumped away. Only one ship remained, the Horizon. Maya looked at Elias. "If we stay, we may never leave." Elias nodded. "If we run, nobody else will survive." Every human on board made the same choice. No vote, no hesitation. Stay. Chapter 9. Impossible Engineering. The enemy consumed energy. Lasers failed. Missiles disappeared. Alien weapons became useless. Human engineers studied the creature. After hours of calculations, one young technician laughed. "I think it's hungry." Everyone stared. "What? It eats energy, so let's give it too much." The crew overloaded every reactor, every engine, every battery. Instead of firing weapons, they detonated pure power. The creature absorbed everything. For 1 second, it became unstable. The Guardian attacked. Reality itself shattered. The monster screamed across space. Then, it exploded into harmless stardust. Chapter 10. A New Beginning. The Guardian faced Captain Elias one final time. For millions of years, I believed intelligence created greatness. I was wrong. Courage does. It offered humanity knowledge older than galaxies, technology capable of ending hunger, ending disease, ending interstellar wars. Elias accepted only one gift, the maps. The Guardian tilted its enormous head. Only maps. Elias smiled. "If you give humans the answers, we'll stop exploring." For the first time in millions of years, the Guardian laughed. Epilogue. 50 years later, humanity had become the greatest exploration civilization in history. Not because humans possessed the strongest weapons, not because they owned the richest worlds, but because wherever the map ended, a human ship continued. On every frontier, a single message echoed through the stars. Impossible is only the beginning. And somewhere beyond the edge of the known universe, because it already knew, the humans would return with another impossible story. The end.